back there.
Very New York.
I was
Isn't that
jamming
song so
back there.
good?
It is so good.
I mean, it's cooler when Post sings it, but I love that song.
so good.
Yeah, those BGVs, ooh, they're so good.
that.
Well, congratulations, ma'am, on all the success.
Thank you.
Those numbers are insane. You're doing all right. I hear you base everything on vision boards, is that right?
I do.
These are
I
powerful.
love vision boards, the whole thing. It actually started when I was doing bottle service in Toronto, like Pretty Little Liars, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had this vision board in my kitchen, and I would just pin things that I sort of felt something towards.
Yeah.
And yeah, it started with, you know, Teen Choice surfboards that then I got a few of.
Yeah.
And, you know, moving to LA, palm trees, all of it. So I'm a big fan of vision boarding and manifesting.
Have you ever, I'm big on, I'm lazy, I don't do the vision board, but I do it here.
Okay.
Yeah, I always start, I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and then I just in my head. But do you ever like, because I have these moments where I'm like, I cannot believe that came to fruition, and it was a thought and like a hope, and it happened. Do you have those?
I do. When I actually moved to LA, I was just kind of pinning different places when I was looking at where I wanted to live.
Yeah.
And I saw this kitchen and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I love this. Not that I cook, but this would look great to order in, you know? And I was like, that table would be perfect for a lot of exactly. So I took it and I put it on my desktop. 5 years later, I was doing a walkthrough of this house I was looking at.
Yeah.
And I walked in and I'm like, this is like a little deja vu, but a little bit more powerful than a deja vu. And I'm like, I've seen this kitchen. It was the kitchen that I'd actually saved to my desktop. So I believe in speaking things into existence, being very careful with your words. I'm a huge proponent of that. And then,
I'm a little more specific now with prayer in general. Well, you're from Toronto, but you lived all over, right?
Yes. I've lived in Toronto, but then we moved to Vancouver, so Canadian girl.
Yeah.
But LA most recently, but done a lot of traveling.
Yeah, I love Vancouver. It's like one of my favorite places
Yes.
ever. Yeah, it's actually why I bought a place in Montana, because it's close. Like, and it's kind of the
similar vibes.
Same kind of geographically speaking. What was that word? Whoa, have another coffee. You have 2 daughters. That's okay. I have 1 daughter and 1 boy, and 2 girls is a lot.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it is spicy. That's the word.
Yeah, that's them.
And is it Roman and Atlas?
Rome and Atlas.
Rome and Atlas.
Yeah,
oh
Atlas is the eldest. She's 4. Rome is 2.
Such great names.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
do love to travel.
Inspired?
Yeah.
Do you see a common theme here?
Yes, I hear that your 4-year-old actually takes pictures of you. Mine does this. Is my eldest has always loved.
You've trained her too.
I didn't train her.
Oh,
I don't take pictures. Okay. I'm the worst mom ever in that sense. I'm so glad my nanny exists. Like I don't take pictures. I'm very present. But she loves to do it. She just grabs my phone and loves to take pictures.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
Yours does
kind
the
of trained
same?
mine, I guess, because I was thinking about it. All of my friends, especially my mom
mine
friends,
don't look like that.
Oh, well. That one, she actually picked up the phone. But it's funny because I was looking through my photo album. I have a million of them with their dad. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a theme here. Like, we never get the photos as moms because we're always taking the photos.
Yeah, well,
so
some of us,
now I have a little photographer, you know? So
no, it's very helpful because I'm bad at it.
You are.
I'm the worst.
Yeah. Well, your
but
kids can take them.
I feel like I was the last born in my family too, so my mother was over it as well. So I just didn't grow up around
You're
it.
not getting a baby book. She's like, nah, we're good.
I was like, who needs one? What are we doing with them? So wait, do your kids, especially Atlas, understand your job, like what you do?
Definitely not the acting thing at all, but with BÉIS, and she knows that mommy makes bags, and you know she notices the suitcases at the airports. She just thinks I give them out to people. So she's like,
You're so
Mommy, you
benevolent.
gave her a bag too, and him, and I'm like, kind of. You know, but it's really cute because she'll spot it out and she'll be like, is that BÉIS? Mom, look, there's BÉIS. And she's catching it now and we can share in that excitement of seeing it out in the wild. So it's special,
Very cool. And it's very specific, that dream, but you've had that for a minute, right?
I've loved bags. I've loved cosmetic bags. But like designer bags, of course, and purses. But
I love any kind of bag that is functional but cute.
There we go. And that was the same thing, but from a very early age. And so when it came time for me to purchase my own luggage, I just kind of noticed a white space in the market. I'm like, I want something cute that's functional, not overly functional, but also doesn't break the bank.
And I don't even look at luggage if it doesn't have 4 wheels.
There we go.
I see people with luggage without 4 wheels, and I'm like, why are you living in the archaic period? Like, why are we doing that?
If you have 2-wheel luggage still, please come to me and I will refix that. No one can have 2-wheel luggage anymore.
Especially with children and dogs and things. It's it's so much easier.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like
I want to make it easier. So that's how BÉIS started.
Yeah, that's so cool. It started from a love. I love that.
Yep.
That was a look at her new travel show, First with Shay Mitchell. You can see it starting May 23rd on Max. The show is all about drinks from around the world, and we have one of those drinks right here. So what is this drink?
So this is a caipirinha. Anybody that's Brazilian, please don't come at me.
Yeah. Sounded hot. Yeah.
Caipirinha, like everything in Brazilian sounds amazing.
I know, it's any other language, yeah.
So this is actually cachaça, and that's the spirit that's in that. And that's sort of what sort of led this idea for the show concept, was I was meeting with all these different people. I have a lot of friends from around the world, and the chef I was having dinner with was Brazilian, and he's like, cachaça is in this caipirinha, and I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's the third most drank spirit, and 99% of it is purchased in Brazil, so we haven't really heard of it. And that's insane, because it's so commonly drank, and this drink is amazing.
Wait, cheers.
So,
come on anytime.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. There we go. Like how
that's refreshing.
Is that? When we're eating, we also have a beverage most of the time. Yeah. There aren't a lot of TV shows that tell us about the beverages and the history and the culture about how it's, you know, been drank. And so that's
it's not just alcoholic, right? It's all kinds of drinks.
All kind of drinks.
Yeah, I love that.
Right?
Because you did it. Was there like a strange tea that you had or somewhere? It was like chunky or something?
When I was in Peru, I actually tried a moliente, and it was a very, how did I describe it? Chunky. It was like thicky. It was
I don't know about that.
That was the only drink that I was like, oh, this is like a 3-sip max sort of situation, but it's very good for you.
Oh, I was gonna say it's gotta be healthy.
It's healthy. It was just very thick with a lot of C's at the end of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But now I really want to try it.
Yeah.
It just sounds gross, but like I don't know why I want to try it now.
Yeah.
Just to see if I like it. Well,
there are a lot of great drinks that I tried abroad, so that was to have one that wasn't amazing was good. Yeah.
And you're trying to be polite. You're like, but the travel show, like the schedule, is it insane?
It was insane.
Because it seems like you get to like immerse yourself in all these places, but you're probably going.
Stop and go, and that was the thing. I mean, you really have no time to stop because you're on a set schedule. We went and it was 25 days of shooting, 4 different countries. We did South America first. And I say first because I'm manifesting a second season where maybe we do Asia. So see how I just slipped that in there.
I love Asia.
But no, it was incredible. It was just really concise shoot days. We landed, there wasn't really a day off. We went into shooting or, you know, scouting, and not a lot of time to get under the weather or feel under the weather.
No, that's the thing. Everybody's like, oh man, you've been to so many places. I'm like, well, some of those places I saw a really lovely hotel and airport. Yeah, I was like, you go and you don't get to really immerse yourself in their culture, which is a shame because it's like the whole point of getting
But now I know where to go back to.
I know, but that's the cool thing that you're bringing to people. Because I love also that you're not doing like just like the hot spots there. It's like where the locals might go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's
taken by locals. We had a very loose plan of where we wanted to go, but then based on who we were meeting there and where they took us, it kind of shifted the journey.
Yeah, I heard you got really sick in one of the places.
Yeah, I would say giving birth was hard. This was maybe 100 times. Oh no, Kelly, this was another level. But we didn't have time. I didn't have time to be like, I'm not coming.
I was this level of sick in Egypt once.
Were you?
Yes.
Working?
Here's the thing. No. I was on vacation. It was like I just finished a tour, like a long tour of my vacation.
Yeah.
And like I didn't drink the water, but there was ice in my drink. And that's how I got it, they think. And things were coming out of places I didn't know existed.
Now imagine taking a shot on that feeling.
No, ma'am.
So that's how I kind of felt. And the shot that I took was a cheese that was just been marinating in alcohol, and it was at this distillery, and I was trying all the different alcohols, my idea, to try all of them.
Did you vomit?
No, I held it down.
Wow, you're a warrior.
Yeah, but I don't know if that made me feel better or worse, but anyways, it was, looking back on this show, I'm also like, okay, wow, I'm proud of myself for this, maybe even more so than the being a mom.
It's kind of cool to be adventurous, though. We only live once. Like, it's nice to... Like,
I was doing it for everybody else, you know?
It's not nice to do, though, when you feel sick. No. I could do nothing. I was just laying on a bathroom floor wishing death would come upon me. But yeah, Egypt was not a great experience for me, but it's cool. Yeah. But you own your own tequila seltzer brand, right? And it's run by women?
Onda.
Was that important to you?
I've always loved going into places where, you know, I'm like with BÉIS, I noticed that there was a white space. Yeah. And with Onda, same thing. I loved a ready-to-drink seltzer, especially in the summer. I think we all can attest to that. And there wasn't anything that was tequila-based at the time when we came out that had real juice, low in sugar.
Tequila's my favorite.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I got a box for you.
Fine.
And so I just wanted something that I was like, okay, this is a complete complete different situation from BÉIS. It's very male-dominated in the alcohol industry, so it was something that I absolutely loved starting, and again, another great team that did that with me. And
yeah, you seem to just get into things that you genuinely love.
Passionate about, and then passionate about seeing other people enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. You like to give people a good time. I like it. Well, let's do another commercial break. You can see Thirst with Shay Mitchell starting May 23rd on Max.